I just heard make some space. Here they come. You like my hair? So here's what I'm doing. We had Chinese food again, and we got a side of those greens. And so what it is, it looks like it's some kale, some broccoli, cabbage, all of the above. And I did just wash my hands. I cleaned all my dishes. My dishwasher is running. There's a few pots left. I cleaned the big freaking mess. So I'm gonna make broccoli cheese soup. My kids loved it. I gotta get some cheese out of the fridge. They loved it the last time I did it, so I'm gonna do it again. So I have broth-based chicken. This is some garlic powder that I got. My grocery store sells it in these little packages, and it's cheaper sometimes than buying a whole container full. Some black, and I have some of this, so I'm going to use this up. Black pepper, some sea salt, and some half and half. And then I'm going to go get the cheese, and the cheese goes in at the end. But this is how I make broccoli cheese soup, using leftover side of green stuff from the Chinese food place. Okay, the cheese selection is kind of grim. I don't have any cheddar. So, but that's okay. I have all these other kinds. I have some Italian 6 cheese blend, some Parmesan. I pulled out a couple slices of processed Swiss cheese, American cheese, and Gouda. So this is what's good, the cheese that we're going to use to go in the soup. Okay, so all those greens are in there, and I actually realized I had 2 pints of those greens in the leftover Chinese food. So this is 2 pints of those. And right now I'm going to fill them up and cover it with some water. All right. So these, I had some sauce on them, kind of already cooked and seasoned. Now I just put in some water. I'm just going to eyeball it, just about this much covered. And then I'm going to add some of the cream next while it's still cool. Alright, we'll start this cooking, and we're going to get all of these are cooked al dente, or however you say it, they're kind of still got some bite to them. We want them totally soft because I'm going to immersion blend them. So next I'm going to add the seasoning. I'm going to add chicken bouillon base. I'm going to add all that garlic powder, all that stuff. I'm not going to add the cheese. Okay, so I'm done immersion blending it. It's pretty frothy at the top, and there's a couple big pieces in here, but that's about it. The rest is really incorporated in. And so what I'm going to do next is I'm going to add this package of country gravy mix. And you can find this like by the seasoning and the kind of pre-packaged mixes and stuff like that. It's only like $1, $1.50, something like that. That will help thicken this up. So I'm just going to add that in, and we'll start thickening it up. I'm gonna let this cook for a little bit, see how thick it gets. Go from there. So it's already starting to thicken up a little bit. So to kind of like activate that gravy mix, you have to get the soup back up hot and boiling. So we're gonna get it back up there. This, I think I'm only gonna use one package of this gravy. And it's already like getting to be like the perfect consistency. Next is gonna come the cheese. Okay, so in here we have all that sliced cheese. We have some of that Italian 6 cheese blend, the American, the Swiss, and then there's some Gouda. And then some shredded Parmesan is all in this bowl right here. So I'm going to add that to the soup now. All the cheese we happen to have in the cheese drawer. I do have some more, so this is just kind of like the first layer. I'm going to let it melt on in. I wish you could smell it. It smells so good. Alright, so I'm going to add the rest of this Italian 6 cheese blend. Now this bag was about halfway gone when I started. And then I'm going to try it. See what it needs. I don't know if it even needs anything. It looks pretty freaking good. Alright, so I added 2 more slices of Gouda. And then I think it'll be done, you guys. It is so good. It's Gouda. So, my daughter came home from school early. They had ACTs planned today, but the system went down. So they just let all the students home from school early. She's gonna have some of this. I'm gonna have some of this. Then I'm gonna bag some up. It's gonna go to my son off at school. He's at the University of Minnesota. Broccoli cheese soup.